The great Buddy Rich. Hey folks, just trending. The only reason your Pratte Pack came back tonight. Hugh Hefner has died at the age of 91. Hugh Hefner did a lot to further the jazz industry with the Playboy Jazz Festival, which became a global phenomenon. Hugh Hefner was more than just that magazine and centerfold, and the first being the late, incredible beauty and talent of Marilyn Monroe. He was about the government. He was about the people of this country. He was about breaking racial barriers. He was about giving great authors like Norman Mailer a sounding board. He was a guy that had a way, obviously, to capture imagination and also did a lot to further sexuality as well. But more importantly, Hugh Hefner knew that the opportunity he was given because of a lot of sweat equity meant that he had to do something to leave his mark. And it was much more than those pictures in that magazine that made a lot of young people, such as yourself, well, it was all about coming of age for us baby boomers for sure back in the 60s. Very proud to say that too, because I do look back at that and see a lot of innocent times. But more importantly, as I matured and grew and then decided to become a part of the media, I understood more what he was trying to do than ever with these incredible articles and interviews like no one has ever seen before. Truly, the reason there was a print media, I believe there was the reason why we had Hugh Hefner and Playboy. Hugh Hefner, obviously, many will always associate with his lifestyle that I believe was more about just, well, playing the role, because it gave an opportunity to create more circulation, and he used that to get a bigger brand. Why? To be able to, well, work on the social conscience of the world. And he did just that. He had a groundbreaking television show, Playboy After Dark, in which he gave many entertainers, many of them of color, an opportunity to come to the national stage when others didn't. Hugh Hefner was a man that believed that you had to find every opportunity to make a difference and seize the moment. And he did. And I still believe one of the reasons why the print media is still around today, because everyone who was a great journalist in this country at one time or another had to at least read one of those amazing interviews that he had with some of the world's biggest leaders from all walks of life. Yes, entertainers, political figures, and activists. He was all about hands-on. He believed in the Constitution. He was a patriot, and he was a man that truly wanted to make people think. And now that we say goodbye to a man that I truly admired for many years, I know that he did make a difference. And you know, Hugh Hefner really, with all of the Playboy clubs, the Playboy Mansion, this man was right at home with his pipe and his smoking jacket, in his pajamas, furthering his magazine, building that brand, which his daughter is now running and doing an incredible job. But he really liked being home with family and friends and celebrating, because he too understood you're about as good as the company you keep. And if you look at the list of friends that Hugh Hefner has spent time with in his life, that's pretty good company. And I want to take time to thank him as a 60-year-old man for helping me along the journey. Hugh Hefner has passed away at the age of 91. They broke the mold, and that was one whale of a mold. Good night from the Pratte Pack Gym.